every Stanley Cup champion, it feels like, goes through this, but the guys who contributed as value or unexpected parts of your run to a Stanley Cup, all of a sudden you got to make the choice if you're going to pay him or not, right? And Gustav Forsling is now no longer, that much of a value piece. He's got his extension kicking in. You can look now to the forward group. Evan Rodriguez makes $3 million. Sam Reinhart's up to 8.6. And now Carter Verhaeghe is going to have a new deal that kicks in next season. They announced an extension with him last night. It's a $7 million AAV. It is an 8-year deal. He becomes the 7th player in the league signed through the 32-33 season. Back-to-back 30-goal campaigns, back-to-back 70-point seasons for Verhaeghe. Do you think he's a $7 million player, though?
Yes, I do. And we talked about this morning on Morning Cup of Hockey. You look at his goal production, okay? You are buying on a down year, 25 goals, on a great year, 35 goals, maybe 40 goals, right? And so you look at a guy who performs in the playoffs in your biggest moments. He's got 7 game winners last year. You look throughout his stats, he's always been a clutch player. And, you think about the number 7. Well, 7 this year is not as much as 7 next year and the year after. So I look at that and say, you're getting at worst 25 goals for $7 million. But let's talk percentage, right? 5% of your cap, 4% of your cap for 25 to 40 goals, guaranteed, good or bad year. I like the deal. I think it's a good one. I see a lot of people that don't think it's a good deal. They think this team will be regretting it. I'm not one of those guys.
Also, Frank had a great tweet just about Carter Verhaeghe's path to this point in his NHL career. I mean, this is a guy drafted by the Toronto Maple Leafs. He bounced around organization after organization after organization, Colby. And it's a great story. Again, Frank's tweet, drafted by the Leafs, traded to the Islanders, got cut twice from AHL Bridgeport, was sent to the ECHL in Missouri, eventually cracks the lineup with the Bolts, wins the Stanley Cup, but then doesn't get qualified by Tampa, lands with Florida, and now he lands a $56 million extension. It is a really, really cool story of how he's gotten to this point. If I can be critical of it, and I know the cap's going to go up a lot, this deal doesn't kick in until he's 30. They are at some point going to be paying 38-year-old Carter Verhaeghe $7 million. And I just think in his mid to late 30s, I don't know how well this is going to age, but I also don't sit here and fault the Florida Panthers for being like, no, we have to keep this guy around.
What's up, hockey fans? If you enjoyed that video, then you need to be hitting the subscribe button right here at Daily Faceoff. Exclusive interviews and analysis from our hockey insider Frank Saravalli, fantasy updates from Brock Sagan, and a daily live show at noon Eastern, Monday through Friday. You don't want to miss any of the fantastic content, so hit that subscribe button.